Welcome to Horizon Smart Factory 2021. My name is Colin Flynn, and I'm going to be your host for today's session. Today we're going to be taking a look at our inline web press and book production solution in collaboration with Screen. During today's demonstration, we're going to show you how we can simplify your workflow, eliminate human error in the mismatching of book blocks and covers, and reduce touch points and therefore labor costs in your overall workflow. Together with Screen, we have developed a cover-driven workflow, which we'll explain more about later during today's demonstration. I'm now going to show you on your screen what our configuration looks like today. So here you can see our configuration on the right-hand side of the screen. We're working with a Hunkler unwinder in line with our SCREEN Truepress Jet 520 HD mono. From there, we're working with a Hunkler Generation 8 web buffer and cutting system to cut our printed rolls to our sheet lengths. Today, we are going to be working with dynamic sheet lengths and dynamic folding inline in order to reduce the number of blank pages at the end of a book. After folding our signatures in a buckle folder, we're going to be collecting our signatures at our book block stacker, BBS 480. We will also be receiving reject information sent from our screen press at this point and rejecting any bad book blocks before they enter our binder. After we've collected our book blocks, we're going to be feeding them into our 4-clamp perfect binder, BQ500, with our BBF 480 book block feeder. From there, our bound books will be entering our 0 Make Ready 3-knife trimmer HT1000V for delivery into a brand new unit at the end of the conveyor. Today, we have decided to demonstrate our solution as a web-to-print system, where we would be receiving orders online from a website and then using our MIS software in order to create our batching information and JDF files. We're going to be using the Equios system today, developed by Screen for our imposition, and all of our Horizon devices will be connected via our IceLink network, which allows us to track our jobs via barcode from anywhere in the world with an internet-connected device. Thank you very much. Now, to talk to us today a little bit more about the workflow and the screen side of our solution, I'm going to be joined by Mr. Kitamoto-san from Screen, who's going to share with us a presentation. Kitamoto-san, hello.
Hi, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, yes. Thank you very much. Can you please share with us what you've prepared today?
Yes, thank you. So, hi, this is Ash Kitamoto of Screen Graphics Solutions. Today, we would like to introduce our products and the systems solutions with Horizon system. Okay, in this area, we will demonstrate the perfect binding of books with Screen's high-speed inkjet printer named Truepress Jet HD Mono and Horizon Smart Binding System connected inline. We will introduce how we produce diversified small lot job like Book of One in more smart and efficient way. Today, we will demonstrate on-demand book production using 7 Japanese essay titles in multiple finished formats. Web-to-print platform and MIS system work together to process orders. And Screen Smart Job Binder and Equals automates optimized job creation and prepress processing. In this demonstration, there are 5 key features. First, producing a book blocks by the orders of covers. Second, high productivity in diversified small lot production. Third, value creation for publishing industry. Fourth, automated inspection and quality control process. Fifth, labor saving for picking and sorting. Let me introduce step by step. First, producing a book blocks by the order of covers. Actually, this is very important for on-demand book production. When various treatment, such as lamination or varnishing, need to be done after printing. So covers could become random order during this offline process. So operators always have to make sure whether the cover and book blocks are in right order to make a right pairs. So we can reduce this labor by leading job ID right in front of the perfect binder, BQ500, and equals smart job binder intelligently reflects, and the system will produce a book blocks according to the cover order. Second, high productivity in diversified small lot production. In this demonstration, we will produce 14 jobs and 60 books in total, and on the fly lip can be done for just 10 minutes. Thanks to the high performance of Equus workflow, so please check this out in our live demonstration. Third one is value creation for publishing industry. This figure shows end-to-end solution. First, ordering. Second, printing and finishing. Third, shipping, stock keeping, and disposal. And these are the differences between the traditional offset line and the high-speed roll-fed digital printing. In ordering process, expanding a business by using a digital platform. In production process, decreasing operation cost in stock. Operation cost in stock and sales channel, waste reduction. Values come from this new model are digitization, efficiency in small lot production, and stockless. They become even more important to survive in this modern society that values sustainability and diversity. Fourth, automated inspection and quality control process. Inside the printer, there is a built-in image sensor called Jet inspection, which can do real-time inspection. In the case there is a defective product, the information is shared with the postpress, and the no-go product will be automatically diverted without the need of stoppage and slowdown of the overall production. Fifth, a labor saving for picking and sorting. In the offset printing process, a lot of people are required for sorting and shipping process. So by using a continuous feed inkjet printer, it is possible to print books by destination and so able to reduce the labor dramatically. Now let's move the horizon part. So, hi, Colin-san, please.
Okay, yes. Thank you very much, Kitamoto-san, for that excellent presentation. So here I am at the cover feeding section of our BQ500 4-clamp perfect binder. So as Kitamoto-san mentioned, this is going to be a cover-driven solution. So we're first going to pre-flight our covers to verify the stack order and quantity, and then take that scanned order and create a CSV file, which will be sent over to our screen press in order for printing. Today we are running Inline with this system, so we send the information directly to the press and feed directly into our binder. However, with this pre-flighting system, we could also run Nearline as well. So we could scan our cover sheets in order to create a batch file for roll-to-roll printing, and then send that pre-flighted stack of covers and the printed roll as a set to Nearline finishing on a roll-to-book horizon finishing solution. Now this is going to reduce any human error that happens when an operator needs to manually collate our sheets according to a predetermined job list, as is the normal procedure. This is especially helpful when you're working with any sort of covers which receive finishing after printing, such as die cutting, lamination, or embossing, because you cannot simply pre-collate them during the printing process. So we're actually going to perform this job from the beginning for you here today, and I'm joined by our operator, JP, who's going to show us what we need to do first. We have our stack of cover sheets here, so he's just going to go ahead and make sure that we have those nice and loose. We're going to jog those, and he's going to place those onto the feeding table of our pre-feeding system. So as he's doing that, I'll show you a video on your screen of what's going to happen from here on out. So here you can see our printed sheets are going to be scanned before they enter our sheet buffering module, and this scanned order is going to create a CSV file. Book 1, Book 2, Book 3, Book 4, Book 5. It can be in any order. That data will be sent to the upstream printer, where we're going to print in that exact order to make sure that we have our covers and our book blocks in line together. So now that we have our cover sheets on our pre-feeder here, go ahead and press start for us, JP, would you? So now our cover feeding table is going to raise up to height, and you can see in this section here, we have a scanner, which is going to be scanning the barcodes printed on our cover sheets to create that batch file to send over to the printer. Now that we're at feeding height, we're going to start feeding through our sheets. Our sheets are going to collect in our sheet buffering module, and they're going to be held here until we need to go over to our printer. So once we have all of those cover sheets created into a batch, what we're going to do is send it over to our printer upstream with screen, and we're going to print in that exact order. Now, in case we do have anything happen during the process, like let's say we have a book that is rejected halfway through our line, we also have a secondary barcode reader at the entrance of our book block feeder, which will allow us to have a secondary barcode matching system to ensure that we don't have any misfeeds or any mismatched book blocks during the creation process. So we're just loading on more cover sheets now, so we can keep creating our sheet for our job for you here. So let's continue to watch our feeder come in here. And you can see us feeding in. There we go, 1 sheet, 2 sheet, 3 sheet, 4 sheet. And if we look on our screen, we are creating our batch order right here with our barcode IDs in order. Today, since we're working with a web to print type of solution, this would be every customer has their own barcode. So customer Smith, customer Jones, customer Adams, and then we'll be using that information for our sorting process downstream as well. We'll be producing 60 books today, and they're going to be printed on the same size roll, but we're going to be finishing in a variable finish size system. So now that we have created our batch, we're going to send it over to the screen press, and we're going to begin our printing process. So once again, I'm going to send the camera over to Kitamoto-san to begin our screen explanation. Kitamoto-san, please.
Hi, let us introduce our digital monochrome printer named Truepress Jet HD Mono. The high definition printer with this extremely compact body. So the printing speed is up to 150 meter, and the ink is the screen's original SC ink, which is able to print directly on coated and uncoated paper without any pre-coating. And as you can see right now, this is the monitor, touchscreen display, but also this model supports the tablet like this. So for example, it is possible to operate the printer from the near side of the finishing machine. Okay? So the next one is a jet inspection system. Jet inspection system is the screen's original scanning system, and it inspects the whole page coverage and detects the faults. And by comparing the lipped original data and scanned printed images. So once it detects the fault, the system sends the information to the post-press, and the horizon system will automatically debug the fault book block. Okay? Let us demonstrate that kind of situation. So I want to ask our staff to make an error intentionally. So please do it. Okay, so the result, let us check later. So finally, I would like to say is the software is essential for this kind of the automation and optimization. So specifically, the important points are the sorting and booking for job. So batching for job. So and especially for the besides of the the post press control. Furthermore, the faster lip control. So that's all for screen. So Colin-san, please.
Thank you very much, Kitamoto-san. So after we have printed on our screen Truepress Jet 520 HD, we're going to be passing through our Hunkler Web Buffer Generation 8 and our cutter CS Generation 8, also from Hunkler. Here we're going to be performing dynamic cutting our sheets to different lengths in order to decrease the number of blank pages at the end of the book. At the entrance of our feeding section, we have a barcode reader which is going to tell our dynamic folder what fold pattern to create. For today's demonstration, we're going to be folding two different types of signatures. We're going to be folding a 12-page signature and an 18-page signature. By being able to dynamically and on the fly change our fold pattern, we can decrease the number of blank pages at the end of the book, which is going to save us money overall on our paper costs. After we fold our signatures, we make sure that our signatures are properly folded. Any poorly folded signatures will be rejected down below here before they enter our book block stacker BBS 40. Here we scan the barcode on all of our signatures and send that information to our tracking system here. This tracking system allows us to ensure that we have all the pages collected in a book block before releasing it down into our binder. After we have scanned our books, this may look familiar. Here we can see the red line that we created on our roll earlier during the demonstration. This was rejected thanks to us receiving the reject data from the screen machine. You can see here on our list, included in failure list, that is the book block which we just rejected down below. After our book blocks exit our book block stacker, they are lifted to feeding height on an elevator conveyor before entering our book block feeder, the BBF 480. Here, we caliper the book block for thickness for automatic setup of the binder, including the pre-clamp opening, our roller heights, the height of our nipper table, to ensure that we're getting the type of spine and corners that we're looking for. We also have the bar scanner I mentioned earlier, barcode scanner, which is reading those barcodes and looking for any mismatches in case we have any in our cover feeder section. Next, our book blocks exit onto a cooling conveyor where they head up into our Zero Make Ready 3-knife trimmer HT1000V. Again, here we have a barcode scanner which is going to be reading the barcode on all of our covers to either recall our job memory, our job data from memory in the machine, retrieve our job memory and setup data from the IceLink network, or to read it directly from the book block itself, where our untrimmed size and our trim size information is included for automatic setup. So even though we're printing on the same size sheets today, we're going to be producing variable thickness and variable format size books with zero operator changeovers or make ready. Okay, in our delivery section, it looks like we just missed the changeover, but we have a brand new delivery system. As you can see here, we have our books entering baskets or entering, buckets. On the top of our baskets here, we have barcodes printed on labels. What these barcodes allow us to do is take our scanned customer ID at the beginning of our trimmer and add it to a CSV file that is linked to this barcode. That way, when our job changes over, so all of customer A's books were printed and trimmed in a row, enter the same box, we'll move this box over. And then when we go over to our shipping and sorting section, we'll be able to ensure that we have the correct contents for the correct customer. So as you can see here, what we've been able to do is go from unprinted roll to finished book with really no operators except the ones pressing start on the machine. And we're also able to produce variable data, variable thickness, and variable format size books by changing our folding pattern on the fly, which is also going to reduce our overall costs because we have less blank pages at the end of the book. We've also completely eliminated any operator error when it comes to matching our book blocks and our covers, thanks to the cover sheet driven system developed in partnership with Screen. So here we are at the sample table. I'm once again joined by Mr. Kitamoto-san, and you can see all of the books that we were producing during today's demonstration. Yes, and I notice we are working with the Screen Jet Press 520 HD mono today. So this is a black and white press. Are there any color presses available as well?
Yes, thank you for asking. So today we demonstrate the Truepress Jet HD mono, but also we have a 4-color model, Truepress HD 520 HD. So we have a 3 model, HD and HD Plus and HD AD. But those are the 4-color models. And actually, the print quality.
Oh, wow.
Can you take this one?
Yes.
So as you can see, we believe the picture quality is close to the offset more and more right now. Okay? And also, so this catalog is also printed by Truepress Jet HD. So, it is very useful even for this kind of the brochure. Okay.
So with the technology developed by Screen on the high-speed, high-quality Truepress Jet series, we're able to produce almost offset-like quality, but with the power and the diversity of a digital press. So you're really getting the best of both worlds with this system.
Yeah. So today we demonstrate a lot of things with the Horizon. So the hardware and the Horizon system, and also the software, and the integration and the combination between the Screen and Horizon. So I think these are the very good tool for the customer success. So thanks to having this kind of the demonstration, even this kind of very hard situation. So this will be very helpful, not only for us, but for you and for the customers. Thank you very much.
Yes, thank you very much. I believe the solution that we've developed here together today is going to be able to solve many of the issues facing our customers throughout the world, including labor shortages. You will not need any skilled laborers here to perform any of the books that we produce today, and we'll also be able to reduce any sort of error, and we're going to be able to tackle your high overheads and your paper costs as well by reducing the number of pages, blank pages at the end of the book, thanks to dynamic cutting and folding. Once again, thank you for joining us today on this demonstration of our inline web press and book production system in collaboration with Screen. Now, we will be having 1 or 2 more events today, so we'll send that information up on your screen after we say goodbye. And please visit Horizon Smart Factory 2021's official homepage. You can find it by searching on Google, where we have an archive of all the demonstrations that we've held during this week's events. You can also find that information by looking for Horizon International on social media, either Facebook or LinkedIn. Thank you very much for joining us today. Stay happy, stay healthy, and of course, finishing first with Horizon. Thank you.